right, this is lesson 12-5. We're going to be working with centimeters. Up until now, we've been working primarily with inches, feet, yards. So we've got our ruler here. On the bottom of the ruler, and yours might look different, we've got centimeters that go across. And we can tell with 1 foot, which is 12 inches, we have about 30 centimeters. So we're going to go through maybe even about 35 centimeters. So we're going to go through and practice measuring with centimeters today. So the green cube is about 1 centimeter long. Okay, so yep, it's about 1 centimeter long. How can you use the 1 centimeter cubes to find the length of the line in centimeters? Measure the line and explain. So if we were in the classroom, we would use each of the little cubes and we would measure them up. But for this lesson, since we're doing some remote learning, I'm just going to use this. And it is about 13 centimeters long. So I'm going to use my ruler and measure that line is 13 centimeters long. Okay, a centimeter, and we put cm as the abbreviation, is smaller than an inch. So if you take a look at, here's an inch. If you draw about an inch down, it's worth about 2.5 centimeters. Okay, so a centimeter is smaller than an inch. To measure the nearest centimeter, look for the halfway mark. If the object is longer than the halfway mark, use the greater number. So this one here, here's the halfway mark. It's almost at the 2, so we just go ahead and round up or go up to 2 centimeters. If the object is shorter than the halfway mark, use the smaller number. So this paper clip here is closer to 3 than it is to 4. So we know it's around 3 centimeters. Okay? Explain how you know the length of a paperclip is about 3 centimeters long. Well, looking up here, we can say that that's where it measures on the ruler. So you can say, I can see where it measured on the ruler. Okay? So here we're going to go through our guided practice. Our length of a stapler. So we have our stapler. Our stapler is about 15 centimeters is about our estimate, but when we actually measure it, it's going to be 18. So we're going to do our estimate, a reasonable guess. So I'm going to say that I estimate about 22 centimeters is how tall a book is. So I'm going to get my Old Lady Who Swallowed a Frog book. I'm going to go through and measure it, and it is about 25 centimeters. 25 centimeters there. So again, different books are going to have different heights, and the ones that you find around the classroom are going to look a little different. So let's go ahead. So that was our height of a book. Let's go ahead and go on to our next page here with the width of a shoelace. I'm going to use my son's shoe again. And shoelaces are not very wide, so I'm going to say about 2 centimeters. Okay? Now I'm actually going to take his shoelace up here and measure it. And I see that it's actually about 1 centimeter. It's only about 1 centimeter, so it's not very long. Okay? Let's see, number 4, the width of a chair. I'm going to guess that the width of a chair is about 30 centimeters. But when I actually go through and measure our chairs in the classroom, they're 40 centimeters. Okay? The length of a pencil. Now, everybody's pencil is going to be different. I'm going to use this blue colored pencil. Okay? So I'm going to guess that it's about 15 centimeters. Now I'm going to go through and actually measure it. It is about 12 centimeters because it's been used a little bit. Okay, height of scissors. I'm going to guess that the height of scissors is about 10 centimeters. But let's go through and measure. It's actually about 13. So it's close enough. Centimeters are tiny, tiny. So we're probably going to have more of those as units. Okay? Josh estimated that the length of his reading book is about 6 centimeters. The length, how long it is. Do you think that's reasonable or not? Let's see. 6 centimeters is about 6 shoelaces. So it's about that big. So no, because that is too small. No, because that is too small. Okay, Shay estimated the height of her desk is about 10 centimeters. Again, that is going to be too small because the height of her desk is easily going to be probably about 100 centimeters. And then we can write that same answer over here. I'm just going to put quotation marks that let us know that we need to copy that same answer. Okay, let's go on to the back page here and take a look at what we have going on. It says, find an object that is 10 centimeters long. Write a sentence to describe your object using these words. So, my one is going to be the chalkboard eraser, and it's about 11 and a half. So that's close enough. So it is 11 and a half centimeters. Okay, write a sentence using some of these words. You could say, I estimate that the eraser is about 12. And you can put cm for centimeters is the abbreviation there. Okay? Number 10, look for patterns. Nick wants to put another pen end to end with this one. About how long would the two pens be together? So he's taking one pen. One pen we know is 7 centimeters. So 7 plus 7 equals 14 because he's putting two pens. So two pens would be about 14 centimeters. Okay. Number 11, Paul says that a toothbrush is about 19 centimeters long. Sarah says it's about 50 centimeters long. Who is correct? Explain. Okay, let's take a look on here. This is about 19 centimeters here to here. Okay, almost across the paper. And then the friend says 50 centimeters. That's almost like closer to 2 feet. So we know that 50 is going to be too long. So Paul is correct. Paul is correct because you could say, I looked at the measurements. I looked at the measurements. Okay, and then number 12. Mary measures the length of her eraser to the nearest centimeter. What is the length of the eraser to the nearest centimeter? So it starts here and ends here. So it ends at 4 centimeters. So we know that 4 centimeters is going to be the correct answer.